Mama fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Al-Wahab ewo ahoma no eso. Al-Wahab patro te saying.
Bibia ndoko. O so won te say.
Nyame adom.
Yeah, I'm in chair, chief. I find it very absurd. Say you say Enra na over check now share the members. Any the bigger continent, any the bigger youthful population in Yamanema. Now you should buy any now. You ask yourself what organization that would belong to. I'm saying all this because South Africa a key ally, a key member, and then a strong member of the African Union.
Yeah.
South Africa, and in 2002, the Durban, the queer friend Durban, could change the name as you and I used to know, OAU, Organization of African Unity. And then when they decide to modify them, the African Union, you have a more of organic and broader sense because we say OAU, and share that Nyama institution, and the modify no, na enya a new energy. As I said, they will product to be rebranded.
Yeah.
So they rebranded the African Union or Organization of African Union to African Union. That was Durban. President Kofomo na yes adian. President Thabo Mbeki and another certain president on the GC in Naso. President Obasanjo. President Olusegun Obasanjo. President Mugai. These were the ranking members of the African Union. What was the pillar of the rebranding? Also, your charter, the declaration, your name, I yan sanya, or your son, or you come, free movement of the national citizens of the African continent. And to me, means that will be a team could be a cruise without any problem. Anything, right of stay. To enable me to meet my South Africa as an African citizen from Ghana, I could pay resident permit without any hassle about it because I global village. Anything, right to do business among ourselves. And no, and I find that chair cry a big developer Attàck. And yet the white elephant Attàck, Abisi Accra, Abga Togo Ghana for any business here. All these things were taking place, and that it took place in South Africa. Durban. And especially immigration. Over year 2002, Ghana by only Kenya, only some few countries. Kenya be in the border. Emma, some of the countries say do airport and San Wajin visa. And I say country which is Ghana and Obi and no visa free. Ubi airport kwa wunchia. Other countries here, Ghana a my border say Africans can enter Ghana and take visas on arrival. Countries they no more visa free here on the visa or airport. South Africa, they never opened even where the laws were enacted. As we speak, on in Nigeria, only more or less any visa. But here is the case. Useless because up to today, His Excellency, your mama, and Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, they played a very nice role in this. But this is how we solve diplomatic issues that involve the national and part the Togo and Côte d'Ivoire. So who was that problem? Now Saboka, your 300. Before said country, because we have voluntary repatriation for 300 people. Higher nationals cause they are trapped because of the conditions meted out to them. No. What you do is say, that country no need diplomats or crew. Said the own pound. But dear was South African. What for so who say when you are there, dear and old friend of Maneba.
Back. Ambassador no honor.
Yes.
Okay.
Old friend say when you're there, Omra. Now with the foreign service personnel in the Omba organization, to announce to South African government over this. I am not happy. Ghana is not happy. We are bringing our ambassador, head of a high commissioner back so for consultations. Now we begin now what foreign service HOC for head of consular service any Oma Kano Jomho, Omit my organization was because at the end of the day, Oma a ambassador, not near High Commissioner. Omo Diana Wahan, no Jan now Kano. Next how they will react. Nemo Nigeria one year media. South Africa ambassador High Commissioner in Nigeria, what that you hope. Nigeria High Commissioner in South Africa, what that you hope. Gambia, what that you hope. Media or Al-Wahab. So if you look at this from all these points, Tanzania issued strong warning. Also, among South African citizens cry and make room. But when Timmy has fairly South African ambassador, High Commissioner, and on fair or not so media. I'm taking this sequence and series for us to understand the approach of the Africans and the African Union members over the South African issue. Nelson Mandela went states on power from 1994 up to 1999. Owie na tabo mbeki besu mu no. Mandela be free mu no, not his presence. Mandela free mu no. Tabo mbeki at time enom de start here. Tabo mbeki time enom de start is Xenophobic attack. First one. And send a Zuma back to back. Zuma Habu too. Cyril Ramaphosa the third time. And look at the sequence. Yes, Mandela ebeji free abrofo nsem no. Now the whole world me no me a brand no mapum in say na ulma no wo ye na djuma obey no of course when man create employment because no ntimi one or better or ye reconciliation and then reorganizing of the South African institution our ma so South African for or say my emfa ba ni sika ni abrofo na chido my enti dabi na mo institution no yamfa yaso yehunwam eno adwuma no obey It's Papa no brave, so wa them 27 years. Waba out, be 2 years. Wata be leader for 5 years. He was commonly tired. And what the matter Tabumbeki. Tabumbeki by no. And your man is unquiet. And your man is the Google Aquam. Not South Africa for any patutum. Amoma public and government civil services. I had the police. If you had the Hano. One would have expected send Yamabesisa. And no mutism politics niska. And when the South African youth started to attacking no. And diverted the attention of the black man or the black South African said, Al-Wahab, that's how what the girl said in 2000, in 2001, 2002, leading to 2002 more, and a double break first term no. How many? And I know now Ghana phone starting cohort, now Nigeria phone starting cohort. A answer and Uncle for started so much. Thabo Mbeki didn't solve the issue of xenophobic attack because they diverted political attention of their laziness and bad governance. And this is South Africa is the only country on the African continent now our budget surplus. Our budget surplus, the budget tebika abrofuni jeska heavy and number big discount. Thabo Mbeki mun start here. Out of that, any inefficiency, and Jacob Zuma, who was also a militant within the ANC, the woman and a militant, Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Ghana, better Ghana passport, Thabo Mbeki, Jacob Zuma, any Oliver Tambo, Watala Susulu, Maria Makeba, they were all using Ghana passport. They were all using Mozambique passport. They were all using Zambian passport. They all used Zimbabwe passport because they were not part of the South African citizenship. I'm talking about the ANC then. Okay. Zuma Bayano. Zambia or Benya political upheaval, any problem Biano, no matter trigger. That time no the started Jacob Zuma. Wa kwatina Mozambique na ye militant anke ANC ayifo pe waku apartheid system amuni wo ma mutim survive wo kumdodo na that Thabo Mbeki ni sa region neka any rap Cyril Ramaphosa we no mu na exile and also this stage here and no started that time na Ghana ni enka ho Nigeria omu ha ni say Nigeria fa dwom ma omu ha ni say omu atoka ma omu ma omu ha ni say Nigeria fa yi say omu ya drat omu ye say isn't that the police omu jina ho ada yekum Nigeria ni ba menka no onyima yi ni ba ekum na police jina ho they were nothing. South Africa has one of the best security and policing system in the world in Africa and can compete with most of the European countries. Yemusa said xenophobic attack it doesn't start from a day. It doesn't start from a distance. Sure. Your internet and crime youth. When you're Gen Z, this is not a Gen Z. This is the serious South African adult program. Anytime, president, Ubakaya Zuma, any problem. I'll a vote of no confidence. First one, the rock and Komutunu, and will survive here. Second one, and a Cyril Ramaphosa way, Zuma, pushing out. Due to what? Negligence, unemployment, this, and the financial scams, baby under Zuma. And no one yet came, Mr. Obakaya, jailing in 2 years. That time, you see the xenophobic attack to divert attention of the South African judiciary and then the noise, his popularity. Anytime a problem, Baba Zuma, no. It is the same thing as Cyril Ramaphosa. Obaye unpopular during the first regime. The first regime, the first 5 years, and then Ramaphosa, you confess Sika, which is the master to see, say, impeachment. Sika over £4 million, the farm. Sika over 5 billion South African rands, on farms. Dollars from you uncountable. The farms, other than what the other, was say, who as a president? I said, this Kakoto Bank, and now you can buy other than farms, and that issue was what? Before the election, and no money Julius Malema. What try I saw for the Malema too? Yes, so because he's the one hammering the issue and calling for the impeachment. And to a person, say they impeachment there. Who Malema no dikakum. So they organize the ANC government of all the 3 presidents after Nelson Mandela, and no more organize it. Anytime their government is becoming unpopular, then they use the xenophobic street boys to go and do what they are doing, because the point is that South Africa President Waba Nelson the Mfanin Kaho, our create employment of even 2% to add up. National Abrafun develop the whole country. South Africa need road. On your Juma. Only city on your community social services and then social infrastructure. South Africa need only their small shanty towns. And your community, there's what said, but when you're talking about government high roads, government institutions, Wabaha, PW, every institution, and they receive one of the best salaries as South Africans. Up to now, all welfare service, welfare, you cheer about him, South Africa, cheer and cracker, one more free school education. And to we are president, or problem, they say, what's your whole Julia, Juma? I will be anywhere, what is South Africa, Juma? Ghana for 90% of the Ghanaians, the money member, meaning said will be a bishop. Where suffer, I was Ghana, I also saw South Africa, or no Musa hairdresser. Ghana need all South Africa beyond Mako mechanics. We mechanics near Kuma and Nukrano. You need South African mechanic in the neighborhood like let's say Dansuman, who never could be my physical type. Our one area, Congo, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, all their mechanics. In Jumane Kwaji and Juma, Oman Yabi, address in South Africa, you get Bienwa, a been a book Roma, Moko Joe, South Africa forget Abetna, and in Yama Omuya Lukuma, Muncha Bakuko in Tribo, Muncha Bakugo in way to fix it. Dana for the fix one week, and in a first, who South Africa, Nibabia, what charity Dankas, then yes, to charity Dankas said, and then a cat, I thought because they didn't have. Abrafuna Moma Momuti, and Abrafunu no Bianco Uncle Bochi, Mali for Uncle Bochi, Ghana for Uncle Bochi. Wait of today, I buy a wait in South Africa, need Besha Wiga, Tanya Ghana near or no Bana Mukobu bin Shamano, and your Nigeria no Mobin Shamano, and your Cote d'Ivoire no Mobin Shamano, because there's no South African hairdresser. Fine work for Juma. Now you're talking about phone shops.
Yeah.
You're quite cheap. Nigeria for the phone shops in now. Yakopamu there because the water Ghana, Namia Fiura. I'm not talking about the feeling Yama said Wumsiano.
Yeah.
Nemo can stop. That was circle. Ya phone say I was a circle. Phone say I was a circle. That I'm not Ghana for boys in a way. They didn't like it. They saw phone business as no nothing. And a lot of Funigi Kai and Umkoji. And now and yes you who say phone business come. Your cost to acquire Titolena, you're bringing as much as many as nearly 5,000 to 10,000 active boys and girls are running in the phone industry. How many of them are Nigerians? Good number of them. After Niako, Yapamu,
Debbie,
Yanni Nigeria for phone shops.
Debbie,
bigger shops, smaller shops in Yalata Fondia, Omka Naji shops in Dumbia Mahagana, Yapamu, Debbie, into South Africa. Was in Nigeria for Mema at to talk Muma. South Africa was a lot for Edu Muma Baga and Nigeria, a big, the video, home video guests in South Africa for guests. And their boys are the most laziest in the world. They're jealous and yes, of course. They don't work. I won't pay you because white man, baby, or farm near the idea. Or the South African needs to find a Juma. Or bad there. At the actual because Omo Jumano, union is strong. It will be a Juma 2-3 days a pair. Or so I run your Juma beam. Go needing to me unity. And so said Chianica. It's done at the end of 1 foul. 1 foul. Into government offices, civil services, what were been the policing? What were been the what were a doctors that Omia home fear? I don't know more Palm Street, say woman by Dan, Omo come hospital, Palm doctors. I don't know more common English schools, South African schools, one way English country, Bruniama, South African black permanent English near the chair. What did they do? And you can't afford a question South Africa post Nelson Mandela. Mandela by 94, or by Ghanaian tickets. Nigeria form Ombi. Till today as we speak. Boys didn't quite a seminar. One way or the other, Omi English master was a Ghanaian. I don't know Domunko Pamu. Why don't they sack their professionals? They were orthopedic surgeon, one of the best in the world. We're Ghanaian or South Africa, but we're one of the best in the world. I don't know Domunko Pamu. So you look at this, say, they choose and pick what they want to do. Because, say, a certain president called Cyril Ramaphosa or impeachment. He started last year when he was about to lose election. And we had nationalist approach said, no, we trigger boys Xenophobic. Say, I want to say, and what did that bet you to go through election or the winning year? So say impeachment in Abba. Look at the correspondence and look at the one Melema problem opposed to push agenda at any tool. And Melema so I expose you because he's also the one holding the evidences of Nyaman go pushing the South African administration over on a crime. No? So you can't have $4 million up to now dollars, £4 million in says can won't justify it. And you know the xenophobic attack in Abba. They raised the bar of security of the country. How did they raise the bar? When they raised the bar, a state of emergency. Or better television, so Mamunka Ghana for and your Oma, Mamunka Nigeria for and your Oma, Mamunka will say, where is the African Union? Which country in Africa? We've had Tunisia uprising. We've had Egypt and your Oma among themselves are only two Omo government. That is the difference in Arab Spring. Arab Spring one concern Nigeria and Nimba Mono. Arab Spring one accuse Ghana and Libya. But xenophobic attack of its day, modern day, in the whole entire Africa. It's a country on who go through apartheid. It's a country on who call racial segregation. In a country, the black man was not raised, was a race, but not a citizen of South Africa. Until 1994, how many of them? Ramaphosa, political act as fine. South Africa was 9 citizens, but none who passport to that. Boys, yes, and gets home, mommy, no papa. Why not who passport to that? Because they were not even qualified with the South African population rate. They were not part of it. Now, sacrificed here was a country, as the only country that went to United Nations and told them, say, until apartheid system began, Ghana sacrificed, Ghana passport does not go to South Africa. Well, you don't have your black passport first, and then go to South Africa. This is how we protested for them. Now, His Excellency, your mama, they are not out of history. They know all this history. Next is South Africa. We are fighting. Yetimako, African, Yetimako. Your friends, the UN, after pressing the agenda of what reparation, and then the resolution for the world to accept, say, yes, there's certain crime against humanity. Let's keep place the slave trade. Your mama, His Excellency, was able to push that agenda. Is that not the case?
Yes.
I'm yet to see an emergency sitting resolution to be tabled by our president, forcing all the African countries and those who will just vote. So if they will not stop the xenophobic attack, let us isolate them. Have they done that? No. Why haven't we done that? And we're able to force the world. We're able to force the world to adopt and admit. And then France, or prepare. So on the watches here, UK they are won't you, America won't you, other countries they are not interested to pay. But at the end of the day, it has gone in books of the history of the world. Say a certain resolution tabled by the Ghana president, His Excellency Your Mama, which is a great achievement. Nobody could have that boldness to do that. He has done it. Next, whether they will pay or not is another thing. What is His Excellency doing about South African issue? I'm yet to see.
What problem no?
What problem say? Wow, citizen and now worker. Walk of any part 300, yeah? You have 300 in the bar, a voluntary repatriation.
Yeah.
Young shall say, young Kwan Tisia. Plan bank and you want more. That's bank and on the coffee.
Yeah.
Emergency service ban at their tour. Even though any penalty as a voluntary repatriation, yeah? You will see a shock on your face. Say, a Bibedu airport, you know, also in this body could be a Bibedu airport. Now the can with Johnny and Okoye, Waba, continue coffee. What is the government going to do? Have we planned that? You wait and see. Countries on my voluntary repatriation, even Liberia, come back over 10, 15 years, 20 years down. I did a voluntary repatriation. You and Befa almost from Bujumbura, Domquay. Omdom Airport. Omdu and a bit after summer can say, you brought me, I have nowhere to go. And the government in Shabbat moments now. We are going to experience all that because you can't bring 300 people and expect them to say, oh, we now be free airport for Faka Kufi. Kumasi for bus are ready now. Have region bus are ready. Takradi bus are ready. Makango bus are ready. Tamale bus are ready. How are we going to send them home? Okay. Are we going to line up and give money to them? Then you on crosses on the street. So at the end of the day, and this is a dicey situation now. Any problem at the Ghana government. The government is you say, or your batampa, then I'm in call for him. So what do you have to respond diplomatically? Call your High Commissioner. Call him. South Africa, at the end, no need diplomatic idea. No, he ensure their reactions because Ramaphosa cannot use Africa for his political gains. And the long and short of the story is that South Africa has no problem. The xenophobic attack and xenophobism, it is as a result of their political inefficiency, their governance inefficiencies, and the fact that from 1994 to today, they have not added to even put a 3% stock of employment. And Waja boys in good street. So who tells them the history? Malema tells them the history. They decode him, and he's been saying it. So don't follow the political system. They are confusing you to misbehave. Yeah. Before I leave the public, I leave you. Mumuta said, "Get now or trigger that action, no, that activist, no. Yeah, what is the action, no? Yeah. Hello, yeah. Hello, yeah. Hello. Hello, yeah.
Hello? 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 Maybe say Al-Wahab better me can come in and wrap it up on that. Because I buy no start at the end of the mente see ya channel menim see ya channel ne ka ho asem dia but me say Al-Wahab ahoma no betom back na ya conclude on that angle na cha say wo hwe de Al-Wahab acheche mu ache yen ya ye betimi aka say AU as an organization no and na wo mo afeli because Omine is a member of the organization. It is omo nkrofo wo nkrofo man so na ye mpamo wo mo na ye nkrofo ho na so mo nkrofo asore se wo mo mpe wo mo okrom wonom de a then say ne Al-Wahab ka no a responsibility for the AU say ka on be act on it. What if say na no na AU dey na no AU dey AU dey no so krampo no mo ye west enru ade amesinsem hu no mo di wo ho de na nya asem kito o omu rewra nkrofo shop mu a de o mehu bia no o mafa ena mo sa fa hu no mo de kro no so asan ka ho ya asem amisi ko bibini sani Al-Wahab achire mu na che say aban no felie na wo hwe na se be kwatia na no wa hyeda akwa hyehye enkofo bi achi na o ma create sa situation no e wo kroma na se wo de afam wo ye bi pan e no wo de fam no wi ni ye won se wasa satia ye biem because wo nim sese wa anya sa kroma fo na dwen be ye ne se wo no mom no wa felie a wantimi amma ne homoden African Union yenso yete ho ene yesoso ade ba ko a Al-Wahab aka mani age ho ene se o se nka by now e wo se nka aban no wa call your ambassador no back to Ghana nanka asserting a strong record among say ade na ekoso no even in diplomatic space no nya ade a yebojo so nanka ya hwe reaction a ye ka ne sen Ramaphosa betibi ade amaye because our papa nankasa no o kasa na numaso mo ka wa bonten ko na ne actions so nko asemi ba ye as the president of the land wa granting interviews bebre ya press conferences and then some wa kan nyina one or the other no o person man looking like on for the air coso no so but what your history a ene Al-Wahab dia man na say underg as papa no shase o underground and na o me man crofobia kutupa o shobu kutupa and o moye ade a wo moye no ye bom pa ye se nyame behu ye mbobo na be man yankasa no aha Al-Wahab na wo bisa se Al-Wahab timeka
ya
aha na be kasa abaya na o sha ase ne se de na wo ka no maintain se ya che no de minim se sa news no aba and na maintain ya
it is something I was expecting. I was expecting say your youthful dynamic Minister of Foreign Affairs. Some of these things Ghanaians have a banter, talking nonsense against our minister.
Yeah.
I expected His Excellency, Honorable Kujata Blakwa, Honorable Foreign Minister, to have issued a statement that girl is never allowed to enter Ghana. That is how you issue instructions. Every Foreign Minister, now we have a national, now commenting, who Busan said, on San Krum, on man in Kofwajumanye. And then they will stop coming to South Africa. A girl, Namimusa said, the girl is not a governor.
Yeah.
The girl is not a mayor. The girl is not even a popular musician. She's just ordinary social media activist. I know her. That girl is not any municipal city executive or anybody out of South Africa government role.
Yeah.
How can such a person have some people with him and be moving from one shop and one office and to hospital to another? And nobody has called that idiot. I'm sorry, without any reservation. Nobody has called that getting into books. I expected on our part for South Africa embassy here to have a message for them that particular girl, this is no modern world. People know her name. Her name is all over. We instruct Ghana that girl is bound to come to Ghana. That is what America would have done to you. That is what UK would have done to you. That is what Holland would have done to you. That is what Nigeria would have done to you. Yeah? During the COVID time, BBC here, Buhari and the UK. Now British Airways had in Nyansa because the African Yajimi. Now on only the plane, Nigeria for a war, Aquaka UK. I almost compared from Nigeria, Aquaka COVID. Now bring UK, Waboma, no Domaba, Abuja, Namziko Airport. Now Boma, no Domuko Lagos Airport, Mutala, or British Airways caught twice a day and we're making it ticker. Every time, no. And a Nigeria flight, Arik. Imagine said, just to see about that take advantage because Nipan be a trap or her. Be a trap when you have to take it. British was a daddy. Johnson was a daddy. Oh, Mama, okay. And Buhari said, I then Namu play the Abamo, the Amon for COVID. Yeah, the Abahan, the COVID. Okay, Martin. And Buhari to tell woman. And we'll make you sure that British Airways need 2 flights. Baku Lagos. 2 o'clock our UK. Baku Lagos, Baku your Friday saying Abuja. Like a way land here, 30 minutes away land. We are not happening no more. Okay. And to a China, do Nigeria airspace. Do Nigeria airspace now. And His Excellency Buhari issue instructions. That the Nigeria Aviation Minister, and the Nigeria Aviation Ministry, and the airport, and Nigeria Air Force. Well, be Makwai Ama a year sino. You go to jail. So they have to communicate to British Airways. The passengers now boarding that they can return them to London. So Okaya and San and Kombetua and Koma Moka.
Yeah.
Now here's the case. Also the only thing you are allowed to say, Ombe maneuver a year circumferencing. fly or pen in the air or Nigeria airspace there, fine. But to come to Nigeria, even with emergency, if any of the aircraft has in emergency, Uncle third world country or next country, about the foreign citizen, this is how Buhari solved the issue with British Airways. Either you stop or we stop, but if you stop, we come. They allow Eric to go. These are some of the things and how you harshly solve a nation's problem. And His Excellency President Mama, say I confirm the 300 number. You and I know.
Yeah.
Honorable Kujeto, you and I know, say Ghanaians or South African, they are more than 5,000.
Exactly.
They took off 300 number. Obiwo, Blanfontaine, the one and the good Limpopo, the one and the home Pretoria, Omomo Eastern Cape, Omomo Port Elizabeth, up to Port Alfred, down Port Alfred, in the villages, in the mountains, and she said, well, yes, Diana, what's in Nigeria? All governors, you heard them. Ghanaians are diplomatically, we don't do that in our parliament.
Yeah.
Home governor said, anybody that touches Nigeria should fight back. We cannot talk like that. Parliamentarians will not do that. But not that we stand there. It lies is incumbent on the next. If not anything, the African Union. The intimate bring it and for Sudan, South Africa, Ramaphosa government said, how can the president stand before the public and condemn the action and did not condemn the person who started it?
Who started it? Sure.
How up to today, South Africa wanted to show that the government is not part. How have they not arrested the guy? So you have empowered them, and they use it as a conduit for her to start. And then authority no hospital. Now Obi for phone, Obi General no catches all foreigners in this hospital. The doctors, look at that. Police force our hospital, security force. Doctors need stabilize you no foreigner BMF. Can you imagine? And most of these foreigners are also fee paying. They are paying costs. When we come to South Africa, I pay costs. When we come for any free medication.
Yeah.
Fee paying. On what instructions was he talking? How bold was he? Have you heard say Yachi movie?
Debbie.
Have you heard Debbie disgrace on the face in MPZ woman to show as a deterrent? The girl is still going about, moving about. Overnight, she has become the most popular girl in South Africa. Very popular now. Because when I triggered the xenophobic attack, you know what they do? Over a few years. Yeah, my chair rent 10 years. South Africa committee rent 2 years. The chair rent. And I'm doing near my good shop. Now we do Obiaba. If you run a Jim Sika, our member. And this is about the Pamia. If you run some Sika, the man,
exactly.
There be Omon Panisao. They bring the person, this person must continue from here. Then that's the Malema is asking, said, the Momo continue, and Yamane woman, one and out toy, and a two rent, and you're now Chia, and two barber will be rented. So, can any government in this world, our court, our police in this world, allow that to hold?
Not at
and
all.
Most of them now, Omagi home shops already. Hairdressing salons, gas hanging on floor. We say, Omakuya, machines, Oma vandalizing. What has the South African government got to do? Diplomatic speech, they are free of charge. You don't pay for it.
Yeah.
A president can stand on the podium and talk, excuse me, nonsense. You don't pay for it. But when it comes to initiative action, it is payable. And what action has the South African government done? Has he paid those people doing that? He hasn't paid them. Not politically, not punitive, not legal, not you don't pay OBR. And how would the guys not be encouraged to go ahead? For Nigeria, for my Jomukas. Obia woman don't be Obia. She Anthony. St. Anthony area, Sabi, I said downtown, Obia Chimubi, African no matter. When Obia, yeah, we never, we are Ghana, we are South Africa, Yang Nan Yeti 777, Yang Nan Yeti Zanzu. Now, we know to me story. Xenophobic attack. Obia Nenatina, Wawa Nebao, the Banya 20 years, or no baby ago. Can you turn around to such a person? What Dina works with you? Running a map because of laziness.
Yeah.
South Africans cannot see it. Nema Kwajima apartment. Nema Sima. Now what you call first floor, second floor, ground floor. And then you come here and hire a room and look at how you. How can you talk like that in this part of the world? So the SCA need them don't know but they're able to remove the people and go and sleep in the room, enjoying the rest of the person's rent. What government says in this? I am a better woman. What government? And the bit I talk about diplomatical action and then not condemn their operatives and what they are doing on the ground. What my catcher to be a agenda the uncoordinator. South Africa government is my catcher to be a agenda shop. Go back to your shop and the police will protect you. Look at what to be that. And what are we talking about? His Excellency, what for you and I a resolution? This is the resolution I want you to table. You and your colleagues. In no time, very time, thank God, we see you on the throne of the African presidency of the African Union. Is that how we are going to sit down and look at Africa to be massacring Africans? Would that be what you do during your tenure? Answer is no. So if the answer is no, you have to act today. Because Nigerians were very jubilant. They were jubilating as you said. You came out to talk because Tinubu did not speak. So if you spoke him, please, let's move with an action. More call the South African membership. Either than that, the Cameroon is fifth. Gabon is fifth. Gabon, they are not doing a law. That Gabonese are because South Africa. When you have a problem, don't go to the embassy. It's on your own parent, your own fault. Because no one woman. Wakofa bida. And look, only a handful. Gabonese don't want to cry. Handful. Okofa woman or catch him say. Gabonese be out before South Africa. No problem. A wild problem. Look at the Cameroonians. All Limpopo. They have established far longer than the Ghanaians. One maybe Kakra called Limpopo, not Ghana for 1 and a half South Africa. And see, and your man, of course, our approach, our diplomatic approach, to me, is too slow. The response is too slow. Okay. The African Union will not do anything. The ECOWAS by now should have spoken because the ECOWAS member countries are more. Next to the frontline states. The frontline states, Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Mozambique is a South African, and Mandela, baby, tonight. Baby, tonight. And on the ANC. They were the people who more Mozambican. Zimbabwean, Zambia. Now you hear his Lima, Zambian president. He spoke very, very sad and very angry. So how can a South African attack a Zambian? Where's this of your home? We issued you passports for you to do your political movement. Why today? Why you're lazy now in your Juma? Are we to pay for the price?
Not at all.
Pay for your own price. And in your money, for say South Africa for influential bayano. The ancient is on the loose. Ideally, or no any face I want to the world, I don't think so. But the frontiers and any border of South Africa because Kenya country, you can't Ghana, I was Abayan Nampa, Ubika Bonekunu. That's enough, but we want to hear. And Ghana must issue instructions because if not anything in Ghana, Ghana DDN indirectly DDN means of foreign affairs attempt. And we have the power and authority to severe her and then cut her off. And then to tell South Africa, made them say, unless the African countries, including Ghana, and let us spearhead it. Tell the you and the new sister, they are near high commissioner. I'm an nephew. Over the end, you know, problem, Oma judgment, and deal with them. The Amfana Mafia, they will not take it serious. Ramaphosa will not take it serious because I hope any year law, I want you change African organization at the AU.
Al-Wahab, where we hear me, Mamma, quick one, not Minyawo, and not AU, they were you surprised as the organization Nankasano. I didn't see any statement coming from them condemning this.
Yeah. And I've said it elsewhere. And I've said, the AU must put themselves and their head down in shame. The year 2026, the year 2025, 2024 has registered the worst massacre, the worst killing on the African continent. And the AU has done nothing to it. Why? One, South Sudan have been fighting. This is the third year. They've killed over how many people? Over 250 to 300,000. About 15 million of them are displaced. What about Eritrea? What about Djibouti? What about Somalia? What about the Somaliland? And let's go to Congo, Republic of Congo. Congo till today. And Toko Makuna, RUF, another president called Paul Kagame, one of the finest when it comes to, but then Paul Kagame Paya, or the soldiers, Ediagua Congo, Kivu. Any Dànger region or destroy Womukumomu. It is not as if it is not enough. Should there any time be a Congo being a problem, no? The next virus uprising that they strike them with is Ebola. Who is causing the Ebola? Ebola is something created. that the whites they use that only the countries or more your friends diamond. Once they saw the Ebola aba. What the bar no matter catches a monfire emergency response budget now no $319 million abrofono baba bechi. Now Ebola aba menko mo amokumun tefi Ebola bechi. Then they descend on the forest and start to excavate and start to steal. They start to steal the outlet. African Union knows this. Don't they know? Are they not aware? Have they spoken about it? What attempts an African Union? Yeah, Africa more. Are they normal to solve the Sudan issue? Are they normal to solve the Sudan issue? Are they normal to solve all the African countries everywhere? There's fight, there's killings, mass despair. Are they? So they cannot condemn South Africa's xenophobic attack and leave Sudan. They can condemn South Africa's xenophobic attack and leave Eritrea because they also have one of the worst bad presidents and this thing going on. They can't leave South Sudan, the youngest African nation, up to today, the soldiers for peacekeeping. Why can't they? So in Sudan, you know, Yantoka, and he has a pretty country, no, and we didn't know, Yantoka or him for him. They are all among themselves. They have triggered the war. South Sudan, therefore, they are fighting themselves. Why is African Union? And the African Union now. They say a useless organization. They don't have the power. They don't have the power, and nobody respects them. Nobody respects them. Nobody respects African Union. Because where your issue and the African Union has summoned Ramaphosa. We have the emergency system. His Excellency is aware. His Excellency, why is that ordinary Okudjoto? My brother, we are advising. Every minister session comes before the African Union General Congress. And there is also a window where the foreign minister can also call for emergency session of the foreign ministers of African continent. Some may come, some may not come. The good number of the countries, you get them. Yeah. All the frontline states, they will come. All the West African countries, well, countries will have affected. It is when you call for foreign ministers meeting, and then you call your brothers, let the voices of the foreign ministers on African government talking. They interface and interact with their South African counterparts and tell them that we are not comfortable with what is happening and the solution is not strong. Your friend said, the declaration. I did turning the table of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. She was then the foreign minister.
Yeah.
At that time, and the fight, your friend the coup, I take it Gemao de Bundumbuya, what to Afakundi, our Guinea. Over time said the foreign minister of Ghana, Nairo Kobochi, I followed the emergency foreign ministers meeting. I did the foreign ministers of ECOWAS. And ECOWAS, Odomko Guinea. Have you forgotten?
Yes,
there is the approach.
Sure.
So Mr. Okuyato and the foreign minister, whoever is listening, tell our brother that foreign minister has the capacity to invite his colleagues and call for emergency sitting of the Africa because any emergency sitting here is triggered from the foreign ministry. So the foreign minister can call for all of them. They can invite them to Accra. Let it be Ghana's cost. But most of the country they will pay and come. Nigeria and foreign minister and foreign minister Ghana make sure and take it into an hotel. No. We can hold them, but they will shuttle themselves and come. Now you know one chance in here and discuss about South Africa. Then we know we are finding solutions. And this is a diplomatic talk. You are compacting another 200 so Gadasi and Mafoma. Yeah, we are not here. That's to be solved. You can solve it. Solve it on the roots. Because if I do not know,
yes.
Asam Kotuna a problem. Sabi Yobiku Prana a mission problem. Is that how we want to solve our country problem with the country? Yabwa Omudana answer is no. Not at all. And drastically we should let South Africa know so that they can force the system and stop. Either than that, Ramaphosa is a white South African. And the whites are even better than him in terms of the human rights record. He's very appalling. And every South African knows. Who call impeachment? Who Baba Yuku? A yen as cash cow? Who does that?
Al-Wahab Medasiano pay no adaji. Al-Wahab, a international diplomatic consultant, or a security expert, and now Meneno Aquacodim Comono, Nese, Fiachin Yabofono, and something in Al-Wahab, were bought Netofano, and we are expecting, say, young foreign affairs minister, Honorable Samuel Kujato Blakwa, will act on this and affair. So, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, AU will act on this because Yen no more honor no sabi, Yakawa Hano cry, is here who you want no economy no, and shut down to Yaya, ye evacuate to a modi or Maba back no, send an hour harbor can she share any Yaya to Wamomo. Now, Omo Baby Dre, we know Omo than a bed and ever yes so, and now says, you see, there's no plan. Enya baku yo bedru ya Baba Ibrahim Ahama Emma Nesika SMB cement e Jata cement depo Emma ni ya na chese onu su ko bedru enkwaya beden because we kom no kra na ehwefie won na mane no onu aba bedru ha ya wonye nyahwe nyeye obeda na busuafo nsu kra didi chese Africa na nkasa no ye yare o ye yare baku kwa na se na mabie phone lines no eno na enya ne tie se abrantie ya one share that more number bia or sorry okeka na dwenchire obiye makacho say obia is entitled to his own opinion but when they come to say ka opinion no na kwadane atembie direct ya eno na ye to da bia na ya asefem na koka eno police for invite no man koy the ama make us asem ni bi me na ka menka because onye obi a wose me ha me ho kra asem ye na gi wone ho. But the lawyer no na maybe have me energy one ho. The lawyer na o chicha je no. And no me say one obi interview asempa. Ghana ya wo problem o. Lawyer ni na wono chicha je abrantie no. Just wono bomu kra sa akwa ntro. But you see, wo de tie we mame. Tie esa video wo be di ka tie ensem na akoka na mu kan ye no. Now if what your interview na the lawyer no grante ye no wo de tie ma me na me wi a maybe a phone lines na ma wo so what me abam
me say you do obi ani me na we ni dey super o ko mu apa wo be so o ma wo school case aye won hin a o di atem wan tumi antu ni fu oba report obi o shiwi oba report you afa no you do how you are already taking a side say we NDC ni okay. Say police is divided. We understand. But you know you have a family. And you are just an officer, a civil servant. What you are saying? The battle has just begun.
A few moments later.
No onya tumia obetre boy or say the na boy on so ebusuafo. Now, no, see, on the bush and any chin, say, and now see, as if I find so obey say, it is an encounter, an interaction between or new or no one colleague, and your bufo so near there and Tokabi. But because the word police ever out, and Ghana police force also assume or more taking into that angle now, and also responding to appropriately. He share as the day and you know, the police for the country.
And not just the police mentioned in the video, no, not any police as in. A Ghana police service officer.
Debbie. A Ghana police officer.
Boy or no, my friend police.
Boy, a friend police.
Oh.
Obi himself boy, a friend police. Because boy or intelligence officer. And a different intelligence, a different police. A different national security. And you know, a different. You know, can police, you know. And no margin and no see baby say Ghana police no refer to or no any Ghana police any assem be aka na or the national Ghana police force so now at the time okay you be or respected the Ghana police service pa na o share in kita hudi on Ghana police service one e be ka say a more cordial more respectful than to say or be threatening the Ghana police service never ontime nya sade no kra
now in that video at the time na one boy no eyins na boy no wahin na boy no
gina chire
o ti police
boy no gina say o share videos ni bia ye call e na say bloggers be ya be hu boy wo nje ono na o ka che boy say boy ahụ keka no wo fom because o police e na omo kita hu dia omo di dada and you know to have elevated this to the national level no ya dia we ka say but sometimes miscommunication
Well, it becomes so insulting when you see say somebody who should know better. Na nipa na ya na adwen say deliberately no obetwa ntro. Me kan say lawyer ni o twa ntro. Ba me ma dwen kire be say asem na o ka no enye no kre. Me no nyina ye tie video no, ye nyina ye tie video no ne hwe ye tie asem akoka kan. Me say koka no ko on deserve my attention. Ko say nkrofo bi wo ho no mo keka nsem hu na wo jai wo mo keka de on beka. Ko so no ani party panyi kro nya no wan fa spare no. Wo didi Kennedy attempt say bia bi. Enti enye breaking news. Na de ya na me ya ne say Dr. Bawumiama ho kwan masa enkura na wo mayo madwen so on beka sama no no. Na ni agye nkomo a wo mu di no ho. Now listen, lawyer ni ne say Koka and threaten police ni no. Me pa cho listen to guy ne words or say ade no hini na ono edidi atam na de mo anche no. Na de ono kwaka emi ni de mo ache no. Na ye bedru ye no wo wa kire se wo ye NDC ni. Nti e say the police no eye divided ana. Na me ni mo eye den na wo san kra podcast say wo ye civil servant. Me be say bibisa lawyer ni say as a boy you say when no can wasem say or your NPP internal security no na koka de no or your civil servants eya no madua mo say mo betimi di nipa adue di agro okroma o say I don't know eya mo hu anasa mo hu nkrofo a e wa Ghana ha say omo ye nkrofo no mo di machi ni bia na say mamu nwe sa o we are not dumb. Some crofo di bi na sabe o mo shallow mind anya ye nyina na e shallow mind ye nyina ye timi analyze this asaba obi aka asama branch ye kan ye eye den na lawyer ni mu a unfere na anya police for na ode obo na one ye internal security ba kwa e friend say was say bo house hwan edi no krapo say o ye internal den security na ye friend police na ukasi ohuru yadim kosoro ho every dabe na NPP internal security ni oya civil servants wona wo si dipa no nya post ni na ne oya internal security lawyer oya internal security na mo ne call ho na mo kwaduru ye no na abranche na ho keka wo fom no na ho keka na wo fom no insusanso ben na wo case no so obi akwakoye case ati obi ene achi ni pakro na mumu nyina agbakọ ho enti na ahokeka be na ka koka expert say sa bo house bo na say bo house me I don't even know the name then na ka koka expert say onye but statement our car ya no say ye bedru ya no wada wodi a kire say wo ye NDC ni na ye den na mo party internal security obekwa akwaya no wo so ye NDC ni is it adding up? No. Is it adding up? Lawyer Enokafo akwa or something. One kasa we are interview now when you be here no koko bometie. One listen to yourself and be honest to yourself. Senti asema no me kan wo radio street inti asemi na enokre pani. Because kwaka refer to nipa na no ane kasa say we are civil servants. You are just an officer. That is the word he used. I say you are just an officer. So you are civil servants. You didn't baby our mawa. Share asem na eba na ye say ho he na. Ebi awo na ka we lawyer ni no wa be ka asem na de nsu agu asem no so. Na ebi apost ni no ko ye involve no. Wa ka asem ya che say oh we kweka wa ka ne kwa wo ni re. Wo ka bibi to make asem no so. Asem no kwa no he didn't mean it. Ebi ya bufu ana out of frustration and or the ka asem no. But to lie on top of it. Etu kwakwato a we na de be kwakwato sana one mu internal security ni na ekasa eti ye bo video ni ma e wo court ho ni e ka cho say wan kasa interpret video yi e kire say no one internal security ni na ekasa. How will you interpret it? There are 3 strong words e wo video num. Or say you are just an officer, one word. Or say mo pa say police no are divided. Number 2, the autonomy and no say we are civil servants. ansa no aka me ni baby say ni baby a wo ma wo ye nim say inti e den na say bo house bo na wo say hwan na wo ka na asem say oye mu internal security ni na mo ne koye na ho keka no wo fom enti aho keka be na ka ko kape so hu wo sa brante no ono onye police onye investigator onye court ye ka na say worker enti den na ka o person wo ye you think you are case no abeka say we to radio so na wadwan say yemo yensem ba and no when I was listening to the man me obi the try video no na jam chance on it or on social media and I'm like lawyer ni ne kan sa asem we ana ne client no ni video no won montie asa madwen ya mo say Ghana fo ni nyina te say mon krofo na edi machi no eno na man na no abaya ye o mo chi na eno ampo me ka say me kura na minim say abaya no kura so me kura wadidi matem da wo. You see, because those people I don't follow them and I will not even get access to their videos. So you will insult me and it will be on your page. And one more follow on the behu me who and obi obey me be also ni nyansa to the stand they say uncle for say video name fast say them say me hwe so obi didi matem. What you say? And no me say eye hwampo me say MPP mpanyifo bi obo wa Ashanti region. Oh me refi atenko kasa wo ya kan say nkrofo radio esu. And I akra no oya janka o. And akra no what say na ne papa kra waja no. And akra hey. Yeah, Radi Nyankopon. Yeah, Radi Nyankopon. Enti say ya na mo be ya mo party, mucha sabuda mo ma say mo be say party now to the sense mo person Dr. Bawumia be president. Ade MPP for ya no. Enye obi na ye omo. Omo eye deliberate. Say ade na kwa say Dr. Bawumia no ya fa na ma o meka bibi. Say wo ye say be free esirabunti ene ye to abatia no. To de ye fa ne mra ne ma ni lusu. Because where the afanyama keye, where the upon cromeye, what they are the cocofuye, what they are the sampai moye, what they are share, where the Asimquadia from Paul, where the John Bodumoye, check all the leadership, share the Nabi, share Abra Papa Bacono, say first vice or second vice, that, Wakasa, look at their attitude, look at how Wamoyo Moniama, they are making the party more unattractive. Just one more good party internally no omo aka say party no say na be about me to be your president ade na omo ye no you people you think say ye na person about me be president irrespective say Dr. Bawumia or ye incompetent no ade ono ade party for na ye no they are making him unattractive just say and no me tie lawyer na me si ewo ai Debbie panyi pa lawyer ni asama ani da ho sei adabraka enye ye nyina na ye damp saa o nye ye nyina ensam akoka akeka wo krom ha metimi aka se wakeka de boro de omode invite ni kura so ba wade nam krom ha na no nkrofo si o wakanya sasem kakra na mse de ben wonu awa hu se nkrofo no se de wo mo aka so mo ho no wo mu di nsem hu no dodo nti na bia okeka sa ansem no munya no na lawyer ni mu ana awo so abegira radio so awo se keka wa wonim se asema wo kenye no kore me hwe video yi kura metimi analyze video ye hu se de na bia aboshe ba wonya police ni Samson ti we wonya police ni na me gina ha camera da me so hwe ba bia Samson ti na ma yere me ho ai so ye CMG waka keke wo ye be hia wa abonte ho ne ye be duru ha no wa kire se wo ye anti CMG na fa de chie ne ye bisa mi amesuo enye Samson na me ne kasa na na odike so odike de ono anya adwu does it even make sense me wa ma mention CMG of which Samson is part of CMG ade chie ya mesuo da bi enye Samson na me de odike na kura na wo kasa asem we ya chere njo beje di one mention you are just an officer listen to the words or say you are just an officer so we are civil servants ye bedru ha no wa chere say we are NDC ni de na MPP ni be ka chere ne yonko NPP ni say wo ya wo ho say we are NDC ni no does it even sit well we are some lawyer ni ka o Obi akache say na yankasa ye internal bodyguard na Abranto na very intelligent fan to be a friend police as for them kura na edi nkomo oh me yama ba omia o kwan amode ba omia fa so na me yama no ono amu na ankasa no ye incompetent enti nkamoa na kawaja mo be ne hu dede no aye popular kakra ese mwatwa mo ho ama tiktokers ne bloggers no kra mo yo mo popular che mo akasa mo candidate no because abo tina si bia mo bloggers no na mo di mo ho nkobo forgetting say you have a candidate to sell nyame hu mo bo